what I have here is the black brick, high point 45. First shots with it, we're gonna see what it's gonna do.
Very low center though, right? Dead on the bullseye.
Ten shots.
Yeah.
First shots with it, that ain't too bad.
Yeah, that third, I think it was the third one was the bullseye, but anyway, once you get used to that rear peep sight, I ain't never seen one with it like that, but give me a close up on the darn thing. Yeah, buddy.
Say bought used.
It works. I got it.
High points get bashed. I'm gonna tell you my first thoughts and just holding it. It is slick.
Yeah.
Everything about it's slick. As far as it's top heavy, it's big, it's ugly. But so far,
it worked.
It's worked. And it's not too bad. Brand new, they're about 175. I bought this one used for about 130. It's a little bit $30 more than what I really wanted to pay for it, but still, if it works, it works.
Yep, yep. All right, let's see what we can do with this slick thing. Got one in the chamber already?
Yes.
Tell you what, it's gentle. The
Yep.
recoil is gentle. I couldn't believe it.
As heavy as it is, it's better to be.
I have no idea where that bullet hit.
I don't know either. You have to line those two little things in the peak with the middle of the dot. If you do that, it's dead center.
Jeez, I'm horrible.
What are you aiming at?
Dead center.
There you go.
All right, now I know where we're at. Right, low and right. Dead center, but low.
You just hit it there where the other one was at.
Well, I got a group going anyway.
You was literally, all of those were touching. One of them went inside where the other shot went in.
Let's see if I can get this thing to focus.
You do that even with your 45, your 1911s, man.
It's more centered than the 1911. I shoot low and left with it. Or to the left.
That's friggin' amazing.
Ain't too damn bad for a $100 gun.
It really ain't.
But you got to really concentrate on the trigger pull on it. But that's pretty damn good.
The trigger pull is just a little bit mushy.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I'm impressed with it. And the recoil impulse is gentle as hell. You think that big massive slide moving, but I think it's a hell of a lot gentler than the damn 1911.
I know it's gentler than the car.
Yeah, oh yeah. That damn trigger hurts my finger. All right, whenever you're ready, sir, sock it to it. Way low and right. Centered up, low. Way low center. You have a group going, sir? You're all on the paper, every one of them. Two of mine I had to miss completely because they was only 8 holes, or there were 6 holes, and there was 2 of them you could see where it was obvious there was 2 holes. But yeah, yep. Does pretty damn good to be an ugly damn brick.
For
All right, let's see what Fester can do with it. Way low. Off the paper. That blob of orange is hurting you, ain't it? You from the top all the way to the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barrel's getting hot.
Oh, listen at you. Way low left.
Not too bad. All of them but the one in the circle. Not as accurate as it was. I guess as the barrel heats up.
That's a possibility. Sometimes I get worse shooting the longer I shoot, but sometimes I get better. It just depends on the day of the week.
Yep. There's something I want to see, Matt.
All right.
They say that it has a magazine safety, that the magazine ain't in it, it won't let it shoot.
Well, see what happens. I know some guns have it and some guns don't. Most police officers' firearms nowadays have that magazine disconnect.
Yep.
So if the magazine's not in, it won't shoot.
I learned how to take that out. We're gonna take that out.
Yep.
For me, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's called a magazine disconnect.
Yeah.
And they use it, police officers' firearms use it, because if the gun's wrestled away from the officer and he's able to eject the magazine right at the last second, the perp can't shoot him with it.
Uncle Fester with Shade Tree Survivalist. My newest acquisition. Yes, it's a high point. And I know everybody out there hates a high point. I bought it as a curiosity. I've heard a lot of good things about them. I've heard a lot of bad things about them. I've studied on them for a little while, and I finally decided I come across this one and the price was right, and I bought it for about $130. And I went out and I bought the cheapest ammo that I could find, which was steel casing, Tula. And
I will not be picking that up.
Nope. But I'll just be honest with you now. These are my initial thoughts. It is heavy. It weighs 3 pounds.
Yep.
Unloaded. So it is not a light gun. It's not a gun that you would probably choose to carry on your person, or at least on your belt or around your pants or anywhere near that, unless you're wearing suspenders or something.
It's heavier empty than my 1911 is loaded.
But I will say this, the impulse, how it kicks when you shoot it, You would think a gun that big would at its top heavy as it is a very top heavy gun. All the little weights right here. It's very unbalanced. It's not a, well, how you say it? Ergonomical weapon. It is not. The grips are slick as snot. I'll just tell you, when you grab it, I mean, it is just, when I say it's slick, it's slick. The ridges at top where you grab it, the gun's just, the whole thing is slick when you grab it. It just it's not something that when you grab hold to it that you feel like you got it. But I'm gonna tell you this, the sights on this, I have a new set of favorite sights, and it's, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got a peep sight on the back of it, and I love that peep sight.
Oh yeah.
Right out of the box, it was fairly accurate. I mean, you know, it ain't shooting sub-MOA groups or anything, but I guarantee you that if I pointed this cheap high point at whoever, it goes bang. I know that most of the weak points or the high points is the magazines. If you get the magazines that'll run in them, you're good. If you get a bad magazine, there's still enough stuff out there to figure out how to fix it. I wanted to try the gun as is. It is my thoughts to at least get some maybe skateboard tape on it to give it a little bit more purchase. I want to get some on the slide, get some on the grips. But the trigger for $100, it's just a little bit mushy. When you learn how to kind of accommodate for it, I got no complaints. I like it so far.
I was impressed with the recoil impulse. With that massive slide, you would think it would be worse than most automatics. This is a lot gentler. It's
got a very gentle. It doesn't hurt your hand. I mean, it's just, other than the fact that it's heavy and it's got a kind of the fact that it's slick, sort of makes you it gives you pause when you hold it to start with, but once you start shooting it, it doesn't go anywhere. Even as slick as it is, I didn't have any kind of fear of that it was going to jump out of my hands or whatever. So
I think that's because of the gentle recoil impulse. I couldn't believe it. I figured it would snap back so hard because of that, all that momentum from all that weight, but it was nice. It doesn't
jump when you pull the trigger. I mean, it really doesn't. It doesn't have a lot of muzzle flip. You would think as high as the barrel is and as heavy as the slide is that it would. The barrel is connected to the frame. The barrel does not move at all. It's a blowback design, so everything that the pressure of the bullet's what sends it back. Yeah, this has to be heavy so that it doesn't open up too soon and blow up in your hand. But you know, for the haters out there, I've always heard most of the people that hates on high point ain't never shot one. Yeah. So I've shot one now, and I don't know that I'm gonna be carrying it on my purpose. My purpose for buying it was to make a car gun out of it. That way, you know, I've got a weapon that goes bang, reliable, but at the same time, if it gets stolen, I'm only out.
Tell you what, I would buy one for to put in a cache. To have, cache you know, I mean, once you shoot it, you make sure it's reliable with the magazines you got with it, or a new magazine or whatever. It's so cheap, you can afford to buy 3 or 4 of them for what it cost me for one 1911, plus magazines, plus ammo, and you could have them stashed in the woods or derelict buildings, just wherever you can. I mean, that's a freaking great investment. I think you freaking got your money's worth and then some.
I have intentions, my planes, and you know how planes get shot down sometimes. My planes is to get a C9. That's the next purchase I want. Either a C9 or one of the high point carbines. I want to try one of them out, see whether I like it.
Tell them about the series you're thinking about doing.
I've got a series in mind of doing a cheap gun series. The bottom feeder series, I guess, is what I've always called it. What I would like to be able to do, and this is the one that I'm starting off with, but what I want to do is start going out and buying the cheapest guns that I can, used for the most part, cheap guns. You say your Tauruses, your Rock Island 38s, your High Points, your Sky 9mm, your Kel-Tecs. The limit that I would like to put on it is at the very most, the top end of it, maybe $400.
Well, hell, $400 you can get a Glock.
But at the very bottom, most of the ones that I want to deal with are about $250 and below. You know, everybody can't afford Colt combat units like my friend Mac Daddy. And I'm a frugal person. Well, he says that, let's just put it to you this way, it's said about me that when I pull out a penny, the Lincoln blinks from the light. So, but being recently divorced and paying child support, my money's very tight. So I want to sit down and if I can sit down and buy 2 of these or 3 of these.
A bit more than that, buddy.
I could buy about 3 of these for what I would have paid. I know I could buy at least 2 of these plus magazines for less than it would cost me for even a used Glock.
Yeah.
That gives me the ability to put 1 gun in the trunk and one gun alongside the bed, and I'm still, you know what I mean? So I want to test them out.
It may be ugly as hell, but I'll tell you what, I like it. I would never take that damn thing to town and show anybody, but
it's like a fat girl. It's like having a fat girl for a girlfriend. You know what I mean?
You're gonna hit it, but you don't want everybody to know it.
It's lots of fun. It's lots of fun to ride, but you don't want to see nobody. You want nobody to see you own it. One of the things that we forgot to mention before is that these guns have a lifetime warranty.
Transferable
lifetime warranty. I bought this at a pawn shop. I don't know if I was the first owner or the 5th owner, but if anything breaks or messes up, I can call High Point, and High Point for the most part will send me a replacement part, or I can send the gun to them and they will repair it. But they've got a lifetime transferable warranty on these. So if it does mess up or you get one that ain't quite right, you've got backup for that.
Well,
so,
I've heard that their customer service is
everything I've ever
standing.
heard, they might hate the people might hate the gun, but everybody that has one that has dealt with High Point says that their customer service is the best, bar none.
Yeah.
They stand behind their product.
And it has a light rail.
And it has a light rail.
Yeah.
And it's U.S. made.
Yep. Ohio.
Yeah. Lima, Ohio.
Yeah, Lima, Ohio.
So, you got an American-made pistol.
It may be ugly as homemade hell.
See, it might break your wrist in the fact of how heavy it is.
But the recoil won't.
But the recoil won't. This is, like I said, this is the black brick right now.
I really, honestly, when I figured as a heavy slide was reciprocating, it would snap the wrist back as bad or worse than a 40 cal like Kim's. That dude is smooth as, I mean, that damn thing's as
it doesn't go
sweet.
side to side or nothing. It goes straight into your hand the way it's supposed to, and there's very little muzzle flip. So
I love that rear sight. I might just have to get one similar to that for my daggum right. Or
I love the sights on it now. That's just like I said, the sights, that's bar none one of the best set of sights I've ever used.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, that's
all
it.
right.
All right, this is Uncle Fester with Shade Tree Survivalists saying y'all be good.